Hi, everybody. Claudia McMullen here from Hugo Coffee Roasters. As you know, we are a coffee roasting company that supports animal rescues and sanctuaries nationwide. And today we do this by having week-long fundraisers that benefit a specific small cash-strapped animal rescues nationwide. And today we're local. We're here with Tasha from Tiny Paws Rescue Utah. And Tasha's here to tell us all about what Tiny Paws does, the great work they do. And we're going to then talk about the fundraiser, and then we're going to get you to buy fantastic coffee. So how you doing, Tasha?
I'm doing good. How are you, Claudia?
Good. Now, Tasha, tell me about Tiny Paws. How long has it been around? What's your mission? And that kind of thing.
Okay. Tiny Paws started in 2015 by Bailey Davis. She grew up here in Box Elder County. She basically lived around a bunch of farms up in northern Box Elder County and saw how animals were treated, and decided to make it her mission to help out animals, dogs and cats, and to basically help out the community.
Awesome. Now tell me, not everybody here listening knows Utah, and not everybody knows Box Elder County. So describe where Box Elder County is and like the cities and stuff in Box Elder County. Okay, I know it's super remote. It's pretty remote and not very populated.
Yeah. Box Elder County is the northernmost county. It's actually, I'm pretty sure it's the biggest county in Utah. It's all farmland. There's lots of land everywhere. There's lots of feral cats everywhere that need help. And there's like Brigham City, Tremonton, there's Snowville, it goes all the way. It goes.
Okay, so on the border of like Idaho, right?
Yes, border of Idaho, and down towards it, like Ogden is a different county. So
right. Weber, that's Weber County.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I at least have a sense as to where you are.
Yes.
And when you started, it was dogs and cats, and was it more specifically cats because of the feral cat population?
When we started, it was actually more cats. Yeah, it was more cats. And then we took over. We started doing dogs 2 or 3 years ago. I think 3 years ago. 3 years ago. And then we actually started taking in guinea pigs, rats, hamsters.
Rats?
Yes.
No, rats?
I'm not into the rat part.
Who gives up a rat?
I know. There are people that give up rats all the time.
Okay.
We also have had a couple geckos, and we have had a couple tarantulas too.
Good God.
Yeah, I know.
Did you rehome a tarantula?
Actually, one of our fosters who fostered them kept them. So,
all right, that's just.
I didn't go near them. I'm good. I'll stick with the dogs and the cats.
That is very new information for me. In all the time doing this, I have never heard of rehoming rats or tarantulas. But what the hell? Good for you.
Yeah.
I mean, tiny paws are tiny paws, right?
Tiny paws are tiny paws. Yeah.
These are super, super tiny paws. I'm not even sure they're paws, by the way. Not for nothing. Either. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're not paws. But okay, we're going to get off the rat tarantula conversation. Let's talk about dogs and cats. And how many dogs and cats do you rescue a year?
A year? Well, it's hard to say. So last year we actually adopted out over 450 animals. Mostly dogs, and then the cats, and then we actually did the geckos and the tarantulas too that year.
You're killing me, Tasha, with the tarantula.
Yeah,
it's killing me.
I won't go near them either. So
no, my God. Okay, so we're going to stick with 450 dogs and cats because that's awesome. Yes. Which means, like, if you do that every year, you're having a good impact, a pretty substantial impact in such a non-populated county.
Yes.
Such a big unpopulated county. So good for you. Now, where do you get the animals? Are you getting them from the Box Elder County shelter?
We get them from Box Elder County, well, Brigham City Shelter, Tremont Shelter, Weber County. We go all over Utah.
Sure.
Whoever needs help the most.
Mhm.
I've driven all the way down to Vernal to pick up animals.
Wow.
So yeah, it's
And so,
all over.
but do they come from shelters, or are they also from individuals
We
who seek
take in
to
owner
home?
surrenders too. It's
Mhm.
depending on if we have fosters available. So
Oh, so
like last
you're a foster-based system.
yes, we have over 90 foster homes.
Great.
Mostly our cat fosters.
Okay.
Uh, but just last week, I took in 5 little dachshund terrier puppies that
Mhm.
were owner surrendered. And even though it was an oops litter, the
Mhm.
family was actually very responsible and got both of the animals fixed. They were told that the male was not or was fixed, and so
Ah.
and when they adopted him, it turns out he wasn't. But they didn't adopt out the 5 puppies. They asked if we could take them so we could get them fixed first and
Not
adopt
for
them.
nothing, but isn't it obvious if a dog has been neutered?
So yes and no. I mean, there's some accidents, but yeah, I
Okay.
agree.
I was wondering
I
about, a mistake of 5 puppies. I just didn't know
yeah
how that worked out, but okay.
yeah.
But anyway, good for you for taking in the dogs. So
Mhm.
yay, that's awesome. Now tell me a little bit about. Do you have any TNR program, for example?
We actually carry, like, we have a bunch of traps that we'll lend up from
Hmm.
best friends gave us traps, and we're a trap trading post for them.
Nice.
um, we don't have vouchers, but the actual shelters can get vouchers for
Mhm.
people around our area to get their cats fixed, well, their
That's fine.
feral
That's great.
cats fixed. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, that's awesome. Now, do you do any kind of farm animals situation, even with tiny paws,
Actually,
even
a
with
couple
tiny feet?
years ago, we actually took in 2 farrow deer for a lady passed away.
Feral
And
deer. Did you
yeah,
just say feral deer?
farrow
Oh,
deer.
Pharaoh. Okay, because you're killing me,
Yeah,
Tasha.
and so we actually took them in. We actually found a farm out in Tooele, and they took them in, and they're still living. They're 22 years old.
I didn't know deer could be domesticated.
So the lady that had them, bottle fed them, and then they just kept coming back. So she finally just put them in a pasture, and they just lived their life in a pasture because they wouldn't leave.
Oh, and that's so
So
you found them a new home?
yeah, we found them there's a farm over in Twilla that actually does petting zoo, and so they trained them to be able to let them have people pet them and stuff. So they're living their life
Good.
of luxury over in Twilla.
I went to a place this time last year in Japan called Nara, and it had. I mean, when I just said I didn't know you could domesticate deer, I'm full of it because I know you could domesticate deer because
Mhm.
I was somewhere where there were hundreds of domesticated deers,
Right.
hundreds, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds with big old racks and
Yeah.
like jamming on me and stuff, and
Yeah.
all they wanted was the food. Like they could care less about the people, but they just
Yeah.
wanted the food.
Exactly. They wanted food.
Thousands of deer don't leave this area because of
Right.
the food source.
Right.
That's so wild. But we're going to talk about dogs and cats now. Because I could talk about tarantulas all day, but I'm not going to do that to you, Tasha. Okay, so now do you have any educational outreach?
Um, Sometimes during the school year, we'll go and take some animals to the schools, and
Great.
they'll get to play with the puppies and stuff. I'm a school bus driver, so I kind of have to do this in between.
Yeah.
But there's a first grade here next to me that always has me come to career day with a bunch of animals so they can ask questions about animal rescue and stuff like that. And we get the animal control officer to come with us, and then we also get our veterinarian to come with us.
Oh, that's great. That's awesome. And do you have a great relationship with your vet?
Yes, we have a couple
That's
vets that we
that's great.
use.
I mean, I mean, how would you do what you do without those kinds of relationships?
I know it's hard. It's hard because if
Yeah.
you can't get an animal in to be seen at one veterinarian, then you got to call the next one, and it's
Right.
kind of it's hard. So
Yeah. So, all right, now Tasha, we got to spread the word. So today is Wednesday
mhm.
of a week-long fundraiser. So it's the middle of the fundraiser. It began Monday morning. It ends on
Right.
Sunday at midnight, and we want to get your fan base to buy. Now, I'm sure you have a good hunk of fan base
Mhm.
that doesn't drink coffee, but that does not mean they don't drink something
Right.
in a mug.
Something. Yeah, exactly.
We have mugs, and we have T-shirts. We have dog bowls. We have dog toys. We have things that even the non-coffee drinker can buy to help out Tiny Paws.
Okay.
And we also, for the coffee drinkers out there, which I know there are, we have fantastic coffee. So the coffee's really good, and we want to make sure. Did you get any coffee, or did you
Yes,
not?
I got coffee. I do.
You drink
I
coffee?
do drink coffee. Yes, it was
Okay,
good.
so you can attest to it being awesome
Yes.
coffee.
Yes.
Which one did you get?
I can't remember. I got the orange
Color.
bag and the purple
Okay.
bag.
Oh, right. You got my two favorite, roll over and bona fido, dark
Yeah.
and medium roast. Nice job, Tasha.
I drink the medium one.
All right. So now I drink the other one every day. Now, it's your job and our job for the next few days that we're going to spread the word because we want to raise as much money as possible for Tiny Paws. So I can Venmo you or write you a nice check on Monday morning.
Okay.
But tell everybody what kind of impact like $200 to $300 would have if we could raise that. By the way, I want to mention to your fan base that you were also the chosen beneficiary of our sales at the Mountain West Vet event. So that those sales will be added to what we send to you on Monday. So say we can raise $200 to $300. What kind of impact would that have? What would you do with that money?
That money will go towards our vet bills to spay and neuter. We get quite a discount through Best Friends for spaying and neutering our animals, so that would help. That would probably fix around 20 animals.
Oh, I like it.
So
That's
it will
awesome.
help.
And also, are these cats?
The cats, yes, it'll help with the cats. Dogs we usually get fixed through them also, but that's a little bit more money.
The only reason I brought up the cats is the impact of neutering and spaying a cat is tremendous. I mean, the impact of spaying and neutering a dog is great as well. But my God, the impact of spaying and neutering a cat, that alone saves thousands of cats, unwanted cats, from being born, which is exactly what everybody's in business to do, right? To prevent unwanted animals from being born so that they don't be abused and neglected.
Right. Correct.
So I love that. So spay and neuter central is what we're going to do with the money.
Yes.
All right. Now, it's our job, Tasha.
Yes, it is our job. It is our job.
We got to get the word out, and we're going to try to raise as much money so we can spay and neuter as many cats and dogs for Tiny Paws as possible with the money I send you Monday.
Okay. Yes.
Excellent. All right, Tasha. In the meantime, you have a great weekend and try to keep cool.
Thank you. Have a good
one.
All right.
You too. Bye.